Hi, this is Jay Passer. Welcome to my review of the Meg 2, The Trench. Of course, this is a sequel to, I believe, the other movie came out in 2018. Anyway, this movie stars Jason Statham, and this is a sequel, of course, obviously to the first Meg movie. Okay, and of course, if you've seen the trailer, they promised more Meg, more action, and everything else. Okay, like I said, I really enjoyed the first movie. I thought the first movie was silly and just, again, like one of those sci-fi channel movies where they have the giant shark fighting giant octopus like that. It was that kind of silly, and I really enjoyed it. So I was looking forward to seeing the sequel. Now, again, I hope this was going to be like a kind of a brainless uh, action movie, just with Jason Statham, kicking ass as usual, and killing these killer Megs and stuff. They included more creatures in this movie, okay, but I guess this is a tale of two movies. I guess if I was just describe it, okay, the first part of the movie, which was kind of slow and stuff. I mean, things happened, but it wasn't kind of what the trailer promised. And I guess if I to put it that way, the first part of the movie was like I said, was kind of slow. Introducing characters and all that stuff, but it was again, like I said, like you said, that the description of the movie, they were these characters were exploring the bottom of the depths. They went down there for exploration because they could dive at a certain I guess death. Okay, and of course things happen after that. But the second part of or I guess not the second part of the movie, I guess the last part of the movie, or I guess the last fourth of the movie, I guess is where things happen that you kind of expect that would happen all along. So this movie to me is a tale of two movies. The first part of the movie is kind of slow and establishing things, but it was just to me just kind of slow. I was expecting like more action in this movie. There is action in the movie, but you don't see that till the last part of the movie. Okay, and that's the last. This other part in the first part. There's some action in it, but it just it's kind of slow. Okay, like I said, the first part of the movie, and you're expecting. I guess I wanted to see more Meg in this movie. Okay, more Meg action in this movie. To me, this movie didn't have enough Meg action in it. I mean, when the action came, to me, it was just a little too late in the movie. I think you would have appreciated it more. Again, this movie is almost 2 hours, which is, for an action movie, you expected more action, especially in the beginning part of the movie. But again, like I said, the movie is kind of divided into two parts. It doesn't really kick in terms of action and stuff that you want to see until like the last fourth of the movie. I would say that's when you get the nice action, Jason Statham hunting down these Megs and stuff, and the Megs eating stuff and destroying stuff. Okay, you want to kind of see that with these types of movies. You want to see the action all through the movie. That's, to me, you want to see it as like one of those, again, like I said, one of those sci-fi movie with just a bigger budget. Okay, but this unfortunately isn't the case. I think the first movie was a lot better in terms of these types of movies. The first movie was better than this one. Now, as far as the characters are concerned, of course, Jason Statham is Jason Statham. Okay, he is his character. They change a few things around to give his character a little bit more depth. Okay, but Jason Statham is Jason Statham. Okay, the other characters, again, I did like a few characters in this movie. Okay, but again, these characters were playing stereotypical roles in this movie that you knew who the bad guy is when you saw that. And the good guys are the good guys, and you do kind of root for the good guys. I give them that. You do root for the good guys, and the good and the bad people get their comeuppance, which you kind of expect in these types of movies. Usually, that's what happens. That the bad guy, usually get it in the end, and the good guys prevail. And that's, like I said, no big surprises in this, exactly. Except like I said, I wanted more Meg in this movie, or Megs in this movie. They had, like I said, they had different creatures and stuff in this movie. But to me, not enough Megs in the movie until like the last part of the movie, which to me was a little too late. I mean, they had Meg action in other parts, but not as much as, I guess, from the trailer you want to see more, and I was expecting more Meg action, but they didn't have that. So overall, I'm going to give The Meg 2, The Trench. I would give it a, and this is just because of the last fourth of the movie, which I thought was really good. I'm going to give it a, I would say a 7. Yeah, I'll give it a 7. Yeah, to me it was just kind of average and not, you know, as much Meg action in it that I want it to be in this movie. Okay, so again, especially the first part of the movie, and this movie's like 2 hours long, and for a movie that's 2 hours long, you should definitely have more action in it. I think you should definitely, especially with these giant sharks and stuff in it, you want to see more action in this movie. Yeah, and it didn't this movie didn't start kicking into gear, giving me what I wanted until the last fourth of the movie. Okay, which to me was a little bit too late. Okay, but anyway, again, I give it a 7. Okay. Okay, if you don't go see this, yeah, I don't think it'd be a big loss. You probably wait for it to come on streaming or something, because to me it's not one of those. Okay, if it had more Meg action, I would say definitely go see it in the theaters. But as it is now, I think you can wait and maybe even revisit the first movie. Okay, if you want a giant shark and all that stuff, because I definitely think the first movie was a lot better than this one. But anyway, let me know what you think of the Meg 2, The Trench. What do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also have a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. We check that out as well. Also have a link down below to my Patreon. I want to say a special thank you to my patron. His name the link will be in the description box. Okay, my patron's only $5 a month. Tons of content on there. Marvel shows, DC shows, Star Wars shows, movies on there as well. Follow link. Okay, check it out. Also, please give this video a thumbs up. It helps the channel, and I truly appreciate it. Also, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload new content to this channel. And this is Paul saying so long, Trey Pastor, excuse me, saying so long, and take care.